What's good? What's good? We still dealing with this topic. Thursday, we're going to have a panel of people if you want to come on and be on the panel to discuss this topic regarding the young lady with the ICE situation, or the young ladies, I should say. What's good? We're going to get right to it. Basically, it was talking about, just want to hear what's going on during these protests. I want you to see, and I know a lot of you have been watching some of the videos that's been going on all around, and ICE is everywhere. But what I'm discussing lately, these few days, is what should the civilians, what should people, basically what they should not do. There's things that you shouldn't do. And I just want to basically show some of these videos while you sit and watch them with me of what you should not do. First, I want to know if you can hear me. Press 1 in the chat. I appreciate it. So I'm going to play this first clip and just, watch it a few minutes. It's just amazing what people will do when they are in their emotions. And emotions can definitely cloud your thinking. And we can't be dealing with emotionalism when we're dealing with stuff like this, because a lot of times you'll find somebody getting hurt. And that's a fact. And it's something that we don't want. But in reality, by not letting people know what they shouldn't do, it's definitely hindering them from being safe. Because if we're not telling them what you should not do when you protest, you shouldn't do this, that, this, and that, but you only telling them one side, saying you have freedom of speech, you have freedom to do what you want to do, but you know all the rules and regulations that ICE, authority, police should do or can't do. Because if they don't, we can sue. So people are concerned more about getting paid than the life of others, than the life of people. Nobody's saying that whatever you do out there, far as yelling, screaming, is justified to be unalive. Nobody's saying that. We understand that. But when will people become accountable for the things that they do and put themselves in situations where they don't really have to be in, especially violent situations? For one, I always feel like women should not be in them streets, especially if they have children. They should not be in them streets in violent, chaotic situations. I really stand on that. I don't care what nobody say, because at this time, women and children should never be in them streets like that. Real talk. Now, once they grab this particular woman up, she's screaming, almost like she's saying, "Mom."
Notice how I still listen to you. You're really mad at me
So whatever authority that there is that you are going out to protest, whether it's the police, whatever city, whatever state, or if it's ICE, there are some things you should never do as a protester. Now here's a lady that looked like she is easy 58, 60. I don't know if people are paying people to go out there to do this. Like it seemed like something is strange about this. But why would you put yourself in that environment? A lot of people today are now looking to go viral. They're looking for viral moments and end up hurt, end up in jail, end up leaving their families because they was looking for a viral moment, spending a weekend or a week or two in prison. Small protesting, light protesting turned into assaults.
Get the fuck back now! Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Shame on you! Keep your ass in the street, kid! Keep your ass in the street! Shame on you! Who do you protect?
This is really antagonizing. A lot of times they be in the officer's face, like in their space.
Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
This is something that you should not do. Because these people out here that's supposedly be the authority don't care about nothing you saying. Like people say, it's levels to things. It's levels to escalation. If you're not listening and they're telling you to do something, but you actually throwing things at them, which is now weapons, they escalate to other protective or, defense. Okay? They start out with pepper spray, then they start throwing gas, then eventually they start hitting you with bean bags and stuff like that. And if you go overboard to the point where you got knives and rocks and things like that, and you're actually hitting these officers or these people that's in authority, supposedly, then they start bringing out the straight pews. So I'm saying straight up, I don't care what you say. Don't put yourself in these environments. Don't get out there and talking about you want a viral moment for likes and you want to get out there to show that you was there, you was in the scene, you was on site, you was so-called down around this time. You want to have a history moment to show you was a part of a movement. I don't think so. Now you sit in the corner, running behind a tree, trying your best, gasping for air. Can't even talk. Was it worth it? Now you're screaming out to everyone, put your hands up. Because nobody wants to be unalived. They may have a mission that you know nothing about, that you may not care nothing about, but they are going to try their best by any means necessary to accomplish the mission that they're going out for. But sometimes we get emotional on things and our judgment is clouded, thinking that it's one thing and it could be a whole nother thing. Did you know a lot of women are leading men in these protests? This is a fact. A lot of women are leading men into these protests that look like small little wars.
Hit that shit, baby. Hit that shit with this water tissue.
Look, here's a woman telling this dude to kick that and he actually did it. Emotionalism. Now, when I saw this, it really aggravated me. Why would you put this speaker that you talked through real loud so close to a man's face in disrespect? And he's supposed to be some type of authority. And you're disrespecting his space and you're putting stuff in his ear. Look at that. Look real close. These are some of the things you should not do. There are a lot of things that we know that you're able to do, that you have freedom of speech and all of that. We know that these authority figures supposed to be professional. They should not do things. We have a list of things they supposed to do, should be able to handle, and all of that good stuff. But we don't have the things that we need to know about what we need to do as civilians, as regular people, what not to do. And I'm showing you actual video of what not to do. All right, so notice how he took the thing from out of his face. He tried his best to withstand all that you in his face, all that yelling and screaming. Now you weigh in his face with an item in his ear. Now the speaker that you had was loud music playing, and you put it so close to his ear where it's touching his face, on the side of his face. So he took it, grabbed it, and tried to put it away. Didn't say one word. So emotions, ego, along with all the other things that you know about that's on paper, as far as rules are concerned, at that moment, everything changes. So now the human nature kicks in. Whether you are the authority or the civilian, human nature kicks right on in. A whole nother law. Imagine you having your 19-year-old, 20, 21-year-old go out and say, look, come on, son. Come on, daughter. Let's go on out and protest to be a part of the American, fight for what we are fighting for, whatever the case may be, because you want to make a viral moment. Just imagine. And it turns into this or worse.
No, just fucking leave. You're not running. You're not running. Leave. Back up now. Tell your little bitch boy to leave.
You are actually telling a government agency to leave where they got instructions from the government to do what they're doing. Not only do they have the authority and was told to do what they're doing, they were supported by military artillery. Brand new military artillery was brought for this mission for them to do what they're doing. And you're telling them to get the hell out of here. That's on deaf ears. They're not hearing you at all.
The more shit that you guys do, the longer we're gonna stay. So go away, leave us alone.
Just like you
You don't have
guys
a right to touch people.
But
You
I
do not
didn't
have a
touch
right
you.
to touch us.
I didn't touch.
One thing you don't do in these streets when you're protesting, do not touch people. That's a bad move. You will turn it into a riot. Because if they're trained to go the hell off when you touch them, they are going to go the hell off. Because they know now that you've invaded their space and you physically assaulted them. And it's a wrap. These are the things that people are not told. Yell, scream, do all that. But do not touch them. That's when someone is going to get hurt. That's when someone is going to be unalive. Because you are not going to punk a organization that's dealing with artillery. You're not going to punk them. Believe that. They are making sure they're going to stand their ground when it comes to a mission that they are trying to make happen. And I understand the whole other side. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. I just did a video earlier regarding rules and regulations, which you should not do. And I gave a scenario of the pool. The rule said don't jump in the pool, or you can possibly, bust your head at the bottom of the pool. But if you don't care about it and then you bust your head.
To anyone until you decided to grab the megaphone and push it. She didn't touch you. You touched someone else first. That's assault. That is assault. Me pushing your hand away is defending my neighbor.
See, unfortunately, me and Rashid had a conversation earlier about how we as a people had got that talk. We had got that conversation. We got to talk about this is what you shouldn't do when you go out in the streets dealing with this. I mentioned to Rashid years ago when we were being strange fruit in trees. Those mothers and fathers back then told those young men and women, when you go outside, do not look them in the eyes. Keep your head down. Why? They were teaching them to basically come home alive. Because at that time, it's a possibility they was putting people, black people, in trees for that. Little things that they were told not to do just to come home alive. And unfortunately, today we see that there is such a thing as YT privilege. And because of that, they feel they have a right to do whatever they want to do. To the point where even when we had protests and it was quiet, peaceful, just a lot of chanting. Because deep down inside, we know better. We, out of all people, know better. But then you get a group of people that were light coming on the scenes of some of our protests, doing all kind of stuff. Something that we weren't really doing, but then got, started copycatting that energy, flipping cars over, busting windows, going in the stores and stuff like that. There were really light people doing it, and we followed suit. So be careful on these protests, be careful in these streets, be careful while you're driving from state to state. Don't fight on the street, fight in the court. This is not what you should be doing. Call it being a punk, call it being afraid, whatever you want to call it. But like the old, come home alive. All this young energy. Be wise. Just showing you the energy of things, not specific situations, but the energy don't need to be a certain way when you're out there trying to fight for something. Correct. Yep. Unfortunately, these things are happening right in our face. Scripture speaks about all of this. I can remember years ago, a Jehovah's Witness came by and they showed me one of these pamphlets. I was young. And on the front of the pamphlet, it had a picture. And the picture did remind me of something like this. It reminded me of this. So when I seen it, I was like, wow. And it brought my mind back to when the Jehovah's Witness shared this pamphlet with me. Oh, yeah. Now, question. Why are you in the street as an elder banging on the police car? What is that going to do? Not a damn thing. That's not doing nothing. So, again, these are the things you should not do as far as protesting. That's somebody's mama.
Oh my God!
Hanging on police property. I'm just trying to save somebody pain, their life. Look, now what? She get grabbed up, thrown up against the car. Why are you putting yourself through that? That don't make sense to me. You're not going to win. Okay, maybe you had somebody and say, here, get this, get me. Give him the phone, and you want to be a part of the energy. You want to be a part of the action because you're bored. You want a viral moment on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Here, get me. Bad move. Bad move. Now you're in handcuffs. You know your knees hurt. You know your knees bother you. You know your elbow, your shoulder bothers you. You know you be in pain. So you're going to take yourself out in them streets after knowing and seeing what has been happening on the news from your own TV in your living room. And you're going to take your behind out there and do the same thing? Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. Hell no. You 50 years old. You better counsel. You trying to go out there and be a part of a possible war. You don't realize this is like a war. And you jump your behind, put your little cute coat on, put your little cute boots on, and go out there and say, yeah, I'm down with this. I'm gonna make history. Here, get me. That's what you want? Come on. Come on, man. You didn't tell her. You saying now, let her go. But you never yelled and screamed and said, Clara, stop hitting that police car. Don't do that. You ain't never tell her that. You ain't never tell her that. You ain't yell out at her. You looked at her and you seen her doing it and you're videotaping it like she's doing some good deed. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Now, don't get me wrong. ISIS, authority, do a lot of crooked yeah. But don't put yourself in an environment like that where you can be pushed up against the car, thrown down on the ground with your hands behind your back and busting your chin open, knocking a few teeth out your mouth, all for a viral moment for you to turn around and say, my arm, I had surgery on my arm. Word. Would you put yourself out there like that? After you already seen the visuals, the consequences of doing the same exact thing, and you go out there and do the same? Come on. Got to be kidding me. Let her go. Instead of saying, Clara, don't touch the car. Don't touch the car. Don't touch the car. Don't touch the car. Don't slam the car. Don't.
Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go!
Now, This might incite you a little more, make you more angry. Now you want to go get closer to the officers to show that you in support of her. Let her go. Now you want to get closer. Now you want to scream and spit in their face and throw rocks and throw cans. Do you think that's going to make it better? Or do you think it's going to make it a little worse? Once again, all I'm saying is civilians, people should not be out there in them streets trying to fight them in them streets. You're not going to win.
Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go!
Evidently, these people did not get the conversation. They did not get the talk. It's a blessing that I don't see too many of us out there. Because I think we understand and know from history to the point where Martin Luther King went up in a restaurant with a few of his protesters. And they went in there to show them that we want to patronize you too. We should be able to eat here too. We should be able to eat here. We are human too. But when they went in there non-violently, to the point where the people that were out there in that restaurant spitting on them in their face. And they had to let that spit run down their face. It was non-violent. The most disrespectful thing you can do. But they actually practiced this. They knew all of these things were going to happen. And you think today these authorities are going to allow you to spit on them, allow you to throw items and weapons and all types of objects at them? That is not going to happen. And they're not going to arrest you or throw you on that ground? That is not, listen, you're going down on that ground hard. That's a fact. So I'm just saying to you, if you're listening, these are some of the things I'm showing you right now not to do, because nobody is saying it. Nobody talking about it. Everybody just saying, "Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up." Well, you can sue. Most people that go through this stuff, they never get no money. If you're looking to sue, you better be in the right. Because if it shows that you had anything to do with initiating something, you just got hurt. That's it. You got your feelings hurt. You live. You went viral for doing something that you never got nothing back from. You never benefited from it. Just a viral video. That's it.
Let her go! 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 Let her go!
I'm happy I don't see our people out there talking about they going out there to support this. I've seen a sprinkle or two. I've seen a few sprinkles out there. I did. He said, "Why did you hit her? Why did you hit her?" Sometimes a grab, a yoke up looks like a hit. But you never heard nobody say, "Why did you hit that car? Why did you stand in front of the car and hit it and then walk up to the window on the side and then hit it again? Social media is a part of making people believe they can do whatever they want to do as long as it's recorded. And not realizing it backfires on them. Yeah.
Come on.
The book may say you can do this and do that. The book may say officers don't supposed to do this and don't supposed to do that. But the reality on them streets in action is a whole different thing.
Come on. Let him go. Guys, get back. Come on. Get back. Get back. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. No fashion.
Yeah. Just showing you actual action of what happens in these protests. Yeah, you need to see this sometime. Yeah. And I know some of you've watched some of this stuff. Let's see.
Again next hour. Omar, good morning to you. How does it look out there?
Good morning, Megan and Lauren. I can tell you organizers are calling this an ICE out for good weekend of action across the country with, as you mentioned, 1,000 events planned for both today and tomorrow. Protesters will be joining in on that weekend of action right here in Woodland Hills beginning at 10 o'clock this morning just across from the Westfield Topanga Mall. But as you mentioned, overnight protesters clashing with ICE officers unfolding in some tense moments. Take a look at that. During this Friday night protest near the downtown Santa Ana Federal Building, which houses ICE field offices, DHS officers advanced and fired what appeared to be pepper balls. The footage shows a protester struck in the face by what appears to be a rubber bullet, leaving him bloodied before he falls and is dragged away. Officers also reportedly grabbed a protester holding a bullhorn, and a scuffle followed that. We have reached out to DHS for comment and are awaiting their response. Meanwhile, as perceptions about the shooting and who is to blame remain deeply divided across the country, this latest video of the shooting is intensifying the debate over what happened.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car.
Shout out to Alpha News for this footage.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! In the clip there, Renee Good appears calm as she speaks to the officer when another ICE officer orders her out of the car. Good's wife is also seen recording from outside the video and in the vehicle here and speaking to officers before trying to open the SUV door as Good reverses and begins to drive away. Good then turns her steering wheel to the right and starts to drive. That's when those 3 shots rang out. Seconds later, her vehicle is seen down the street after crashing. This is the viewpoint from the ICE agent, which started recording moments before shots were fired. The agent who fired at Good has been identified as Jonathan Ross, a 10-year ICE veteran and a member of ICE's Special Operations team who walked away from this latest incident. As for the investigation, state and local officials say the FBI has taken over, and they say the FBI has blocked state investigators from access to evidence, prompting state prosecutors to pursue their own path to gathering video and witness accounts. Vice President J.D. Vance posted the video and urged people to watch it, arguing the agent's life was endangered and that he fired in self-defense. Meanwhile, tensions are flaring across Minneapolis for the 3rd straight night as ICE continues its immigration crackdown there. Overnight, officials declared the protests in Minneapolis unlawful and made several arrests. Protest organizers are demanding accountability, justice, and an end to certain ICE operations as Renee Good's wife released a statement describing her as a Christian woman who was kind and compassionate. The White House is doubling down on claims that she was an agitator.
Wow. So just hearing that, be careful going out there trying to agitate a situation. Yeah, be careful in doing that. It's not a good thing. Be careful. Some people think it's a game. This is not a game. This is not a game. Don't put yourself in situations where you can get hurt, have your family hurt. It's not necessary.
Breaking news right now out of Minneapolis. Look at this. Protesters clashing with authorities, allegedly interfering with active ICE operations in the city happening right now. The Associated Press is reporting demonstrators are on the streets blocking ICE officers there at the scene. Well, News Nation's Mills Hayes is live for us in Minneapolis. They're on the ground. Mills, tell us.
So basically, they are doing some of the things that Ms. Good, God rest her soul, was doing. They want to block off the police now also, or ICE vehicles. So the copycat situation is going on.
That's what you are seeing right now.
And well, we are about 15 minutes away from where all of that action is taking place. And we know that there are dozens of officers and protesters on the ground. We have seen some clashes between those two groups, and officers have deployed some sort of chemical or spray. We're not sure whether or not that's tear gas or pepper spray balls. Now, I did speak with a source with the Minneapolis Police Department who tells me that the Homeland Security Investigations team was executing a search warrant at that home. And through that video that we're getting from the Associated Press, you can see those officers pulling out an individual from that home and taking them into custody, and people in that home as well, whether they be family or friends, reacting, of course, very upset. You could have heard that woman saying no, no, no. And so it is an ongoing scene right now, and we are going to be sending a team over there to check out exactly what is happening. This, of course, is breaking right now. We know that this is supposed to be the largest immigration enforcement operation in the country. That's
ever. The biggest and greatest enforcement ever. Yeah.
Of according to DHS. And so it's unclear whether or not this person may be someone that they're targeting, that they are trying to deport, or whether or not this has to do with those fraud investigations that they're looking into, Anna. So again, a very situation that is changing minute by minute.
And just a very emotional situation on all sides right now. And this, of course, is on the heels of the shooting that involved the ICE agent who shot and killed Renee Good, the 37-year-old who allegedly was in her car trying to block him. Who is helping these protesters organize? What are you learning from being there on the ground, Mills?
Well, what I'm learning is it's not organized. It's definitely not organized. No one is giving them sound information, sound advice, sound leadership to be able to get them across on the other side, meaning get them through the day without being harmed, without no bloodshed, without no arms being broken, without no, a chaotic situation. There is no one leading. Everybody feel like they're gonna do what the hell they want to do. If they feel a certain way, I'm going to do it. If I feel like throwing a rock, I'm going to throw a rock. If I feel like banging the windshield of a police car, I'm going to do it. If I feel like pushing one of those so-called punks or whatever you want to call them, be whatever, I feel like pushing them. Nobody's telling them no, don't do that. If I feel like burning a bottle with a piece of cloth in it and throwing it at them, I'm going to do that. I'm in my feelings. Nobody's saying no. Nobody's organizing and telling them don't do that. But everybody's sitting back chanting, egging it on, setting people up to be hurt.
Well, there's a lot of different groups, but I will say it is kind of a little all over the place. There's different groups that work together. There's different.
These are families and friends in the neighborhood that care. You can see they care for their neighbors. And as a people, we are very compassionate for others. We're very compassionate when we see pain. So we definitely go to the aid. We definitely go to aid and help others. That's the nature of us. But one thing you want to be careful of is going out in them streets and them big situations where you out there trying to protest. And you can get hurt by going out there. Yeah, leaving your children home, never to return. So be careful. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This video is about what not to do.
Signal chats and that they have of ICE sightings. So anytime that someone sees an ICE officer or a Border Patrol agent, they'll put that in that signal group chat, and people will sometimes respond. Now, of course, there is the federal building not too far from here as well, where a lot of those ICE officers leave that building, and there are groups that stand out right there on the side as well.
And also, a lot of times people go out following these officers. You have to remember, these people are on a job. And you go out there following them, stalking them, even when they're on a job or a mission. You're interfering. That's something you shouldn't do. Nobody's saying that.
We'll write down the license plates and tell people in those group chats to look out for these people, and that's where we'll see those people follow officers. And we actually even saw some people following a caravan of Border Patrol agents here.
My point exactly. My point exactly. I saw a whole video where the agent was telling, yo, you've been following me for a minute. I'm telling you now, I'm warning you. They going up and down blocks that they going down and up. I'm warning you. Someone says, what are you warning them for? I was like, wow.
Just about 2 hours ago, we saw at least 3 other people in cars that were following them, honking their horns, trying to disrupt those operations, and also having their phones out, recording, someone even yelling out to us, that's ICE, that's ICE. It ended up actually being Border Patrol. We saw them in their the camouflage uniforms that, of course, is Border Patrol. And so they are using their phones and social media. A lot of the different some of them are nonprofits. Some of them are just groups that have been created online through Instagram.
Everybody trying to get likes and go viral. That's what it's all about now. That's what it's all about. And end up in jail. Yeah. End up unalive. End up with a broken arm. End up with a burned body part. End up with gas in your eyes, can't see for hours. You know what I mean? End up being choked. All because you want to go viral. That's weird. Here, get me, get me, get me. Nah, hell no. Talking to my young brothers and sisters, stay home. Somebody invite you out, let's go protest together. I got about 15 signs. You look at them like, you going where? Nah, pass. I got some shit I gotta do. Nah.
And that's where they'll be updating a lot of the people that follow along. We also know that there is some different meetings that are happening later today, actually here in Minneapolis, for some of those groups that are going to be talking about how to respond when ICE is in your community. And we know that a lot of the people here, the protesters, use those whistles to alert whenever there are ICE officers. And we have seen people.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You are alerting when ICE is there, but are you having meetings and telling people what they should not do? But then after it's done, because they didn't get this information, now you want to have all types of, emotional gatherings when they're gone. But nobody told nobody out there, do not throw stuff at these officers. Do not push, hit. Do not do any of that.
Those protesters also know where some of the agents and officers are staying by following their cars and, keeping track of those license plates as well. And we have seen those noise demonstrations outside of hotels as well. So it's definitely a move by these protesters to try to disrupt these enforcement operations and using their cars as well to block officers, which, of course, is what we heard from DHS that Renee Nicole Good was trying to do earlier this week when she was unfortunately killed by an.
So this is not like something unusual. They have been doing that. This is not just Ms. Good. Once again, shout out to her family, her friends and things like that, because no one deserves this. But it's a known fact that others been doing this. This is nothing new.
ICE officer, and that has sparked a lot of anger from these protesters as well, Anna.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now.
Shout out to News Nation for this content. Wow. I think I got another one for you guys. Let me just check it out. How y'all doing, man? Much love and respect. Thank you for chiming in. And if you ever see the video even later, put your comment in the comment board. Tell me how you feel. Thursday, we're having a discussion, and I would love for you to come on the panel to debate this situation. There are some people that's leaning towards this side. There's some people that's leaning towards this side. So we want to come together and have a conversation Thursday. I have a few people that's going to come on. So we're going to start 8 o'clock, the 15th, to discuss this whole situation. I'll send you a link, and all you do is tap the link, and you're on the screen. All right? So let me know if you want to be a part of it so I can bring you in on here. Yeah. That's Thursday, the 15th. Let's see what the people are saying. What's the climate out here? Okay. So here's another situation I want to show you guys of what not to do, why you shouldn't be out there in them streets as a mother, as a young father with children home, and you know you got to go to work tomorrow and things like that to care and provide for your family. Reasons why you shouldn't be out there in these streets dealing with this situation at all. Now, people become emotional. People get upset. And all types of protests, not just the ICE protests, any protest. This man right here was probably scared, was probably afraid. Seeing all these people out there, he probably thinking they're going to grab my car, turn it over, I'm out. And stuff like this can happen by mistake, out of fear, because all types of emotions is up. And what I say earlier, when the emotions are up, your judgment is cloudy. Bottom line, your judgment is cloudy.
We're going to go to the street, please. Everybody. All right? Thank you. And let's go around the ambulance. That's crazy.
The consequences of unorganized protest, only dealing with emotionalism. The consequences that nobody talks about. Would you be in the street? Hell no. No.
I'm on the citizens app right now.
No, you shouldn't be in the street. You don't know what people thinking. You don't know what they're going through in their mind. You don't know how the situation at hand is affecting them mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. Stay away from them big crowds. Bottom line. Yeah. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you, man. All types of things are happening. Look at this. Look at this. Protesting. Emotional. I'm going to show you real quick. Straight protesting. Emotionalism. Everybody talks about the book, what it says in the law, and I know my law, I know my rights, and all that good stuff. But nobody says don't bring your ass out in front of a goddamn bus. And then turn around and try to tell the bus driver to stop.
If you sit down in front of it,
Now look at this. Look at this. This talking about if you sit down in front of it, you're already standing in front of it, right? Why you ain't sit your ass down in front of it? You tell him if you sit down in front of it, he barely can see you now that you're standing up. And you want them to sit down? Are you bugging? Some people are weird, man. I'm telling you. They don't care. They trying to just prove a point. Emotionalism makes your judgment very cloudy. Sit down in front of it. You see how high? You see how high the bus driver is?
Everyone sit down.
And you want to sit down now.
Sit in the line. Stop. Stop.
Wow. Man, if this is not some idiot shit, man, what? Emotionalism. The book says one thing, but on the street, there's a whole nother reality is what I've been trying to say the whole time. And the accountability of the people need information, and it need to be pushed so hard, just like they push what the authorities shouldn't do. Just like they push, if the authorities do this, you can sue. This has to be pushed, man, because this internet thing making people crazy. Where they don't supposed to be. He's moving slow enough that so you can get your dumb behind up. Moving slow enough so you can get up. So if he's still rolling and you still there, because he's rolling slow enough, you want to be ran the hell over. You want to be what? Oh my God. He's not stopping. And then he's gonna go faster. This guy drops down on the ground. Like that's gonna do something. He's still going the same speed. He's doing about 35 miles an hour. As a little time go on, you probably pick up a little more. Man, y'all better go home. We're actually pushing the bus, trying to hold it like they are the bionic man and the bionic woman. Wow. Can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. This is weird. Real talk. Let me see something real quick. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Wow. What's good, Al? Much love and respect, bro. Peace and blessings to you. Al, if you want to come on, let me know, man. Just hit me in the comment board and we come on and discuss this thing, bro. I can bring you on live right here on the screen, bro. Just let me know. You see this though, bro? Man. The power of emotionalism. The bus is not stopping. It's going a little faster now. Pick up two notches. And go ahead and lay your behind down there. Lay your ass on down there. Go ahead. Go on. Go lay down. Go ahead. Lay down. Lay down. Drop. Just drop. Just go ahead and drop. Unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah. They was not playing. Whoever the bus driver is, I hear you, bro. He had somewhere to go. He had somewhere to be. He had an appointment. He had an appointment to reach a destination. And he was not playing with y'all. Talking about stop, drop, and roll. All right. Yeah, all right. Don't be stupid. Don't be a protester with a whole bunch of emotions. Don't be that protester. Yeah, you don't want to be him. That don't make sense. I don't care what you say. That do not make no kind of sense. Nah, not at all. Let's see what else is out here. One day ago, U-Haul driver into a crowd, anti-iron. Okay, let's see. Here's another protest about something, I guess. But look what emotionalism do. Yeah. Got a whole entire highway blocked off. Emotionalism. Feelings. Yeah, feelings. Yeah, man. Feelings cause a lot of chaotic situations. Feelings. Facts. Yep. Look at this. Look at this, man. Bringing people into sections and areas to protest. You don't know what can happen in these environments. Bringing people to a designated spot. You don't know what can happen. You don't know who's on roofs and who got all types of missiles and bombs and detonated, whatever. You don't know, so don't bring your behind out in them situations, man. You can't win out there in the street. Take it to the court. Yeah. Stop going on your feelings, man. Yeah, stop going on your feelings. Yeah. Don't go on your feelings. Peace and blessings, man. If you like to share the page, tell somebody else, man. Tell somebody else. Don't go on your feelings because chaos can break out and you can get trapped in it. Yep.
Wood protesting outside of the federal building.
And Jory Rand here joining you now with this coverage of what
This protest happening right now is despite the fact that there was a U-Haul truck that drove through a crowd of what looked to be hundreds of people. Somehow no one was injured. The crowd very upset with the driver as they physically yanked him out of the cab of that truck and tried to beat him with flagpoles and things that they had in their hand as part of the protest signs.
That Jehovah Witness pamphlet remind me of all of this for the past few years, man. Yeah.
And he appeared to be
dictator when authoritarian rule this together. This was
through the crowd, people just continuing to throw punches at the head of the driver. The person that's right up against the cab right now, that is the driver of that U-Haul. And police are attempting to lead through a very angry crowd and take away in custody. This plays out for at least another minute or so as they sort of force that person through the crowd with people throwing punches the entire way.
Yeah, there's no other egress from this location than through the crowd, and there's not a whole lot that the police can do. And there's another shot to the back of the head, and this will continue here. In a moment, we're going to see someone walk up with a pole, if it's a flag pole or some other kind of pole, and take a really good shot at the back of this driver's head. I think it's coming up right about here. You see that person approach, and there he goes. You see that pole in his hand? And a two-handed whack overhand. It doesn't look like he really connected with his head. It was more the shoulder or the arm of the officer who was leading him away, but that could have done some damage.
Right, to the officer or to the driver of that U-Haul. But the person being led away in handcuffs right now was the person who was pulled from the cab of that U-Haul truck that drove through a crowd of protesters outside of the federal building in Westwood. You can see people from the crowd continue to chase this person and police officers down the street as he is led away in police custody. I also think it's interesting, granted we are only seeing one very small angle of all of this, but it appears that police are so concentrated on taking that driver into custody that the police were not taking anyone else into custody in that crowd.
Right. Well, that might also be they don't have the numbers to start arresting protesters, because if you start taking demonstrators into custody, that's going to anger the demonstrators even more, who feel like they were the
emotionalism, man. Nothing but emotionalism. Don't take your ass outside trying to protest. Yeah. Protest from your living room. Protest from your apartment, your house. Protest from your basement. Yeah, that's where you should protest at. Real talk. What y'all think? Put it on the comment board. You want to call in, you can. Put it on the comment board. If you want to call in, you can. All right, just let me know. Wow, all kind of stuff happening right now, man. This is weird, as the young people would say. This is weird. Y'all weird. Yeah, man. This happened 2 years ago at some other protest. Just let me show you these things, man. This is crazy. This is weird. Really, really weird. Wow. Emotionalism. He ain't playing. Look. Wow. Emotionalism. They think they're going to catch the car. Emotionalism, man. OG trying to make sure, get them out the street. At least put a little fear in them so they can understand he ain't playing. They still went back in front. And sure enough, he probably got the one on that far, got his leg. This is what protesting is about, y'all. To my brothers and sisters, not your fight, man. Don't get hoodwinked, don't get bamboozled. Because if you go out there, it will be a whole nother energy when you go out there. Trust and believe me. Yeah, man. This may be a little inappropriate. Look at this. Protest, emotionalism, feelings, trying to go by the book, but in the streets is a different story. Wow. Protesting, emotionalism, what not to do, what not to do, what not to do while protesting. To you young people, all nationalities, what not to do. Don't be fooled. You don't know what somebody's thinking. See, you don't know what somebody's thinking. Don't be fooled. Don't go out there. It's unnecessary. Now she's sitting there with her back turned. She said, I understand. I'm sorry. Okay. That is not helping. See, they read them books and say this is the thing to do. See? Out. Yeah, get out the way. You kid, dodo birds, man. Unbelievable. Can't make this up. Protesting, what not to do. They want justice on the street. This is what I mean when I say what officers supposed to do in the book. Let me show it to you. What officers supposed to do in the book, but it don't happen that way. Let me go back. I don't think I actually did. You guys. Okay. That's one situation where someone just drove off, not caring about what these people were talking about. Don't do this. Get out the way. Stop playing. Another situation.
That's it. Push him up the road. He's gonna hit you. Go on, he can't. Push him up the fucking road.
I'm not joking. My son needs to get to school. I need to
push him up the road.
Move out the way now.
She's gonna punch her up. Punch her up.
My son is 11 and he needs to get to school. My son is 11. He needs to get to
Things not to do when you're trying to protest.
school. I need to get to work. So move out the way.
Most people don't tell you this. Yeah, this is your freedom of speech. You go ahead. Yeah, freedom of speech, not freedom to sit in the middle of the road. You're taking on somebody else's actions from something years ago.
Let me get my son to school.
I'm gonna be a copycat. Yeah, yeah.
Get out the road, you silly cunt. You're at the fucking road then.
Someone needs to move them out the way. Move out of the way now. Move out of the way.
We were sat here and she drove up very fast. And she got out to shout at us to move, and we didn't move. And she accelerated, and we kind of got trapped under the front of her car, being pushed forward.
Oh, really?
You okay?
Yeah.
Are you hurt at all by it?
I think so, but I feel quite a lot of crumpling.
Can't make this up, man. Cannot make this up. What the police officer supposed to do in the book, but in reality, in the street, this is what happens. Why would you want to put yourself in a situation like that? Tell me that. Why? At any given time, this can happen. It's making you young people aware, and some of you old people who think you got power to control the narrative on the outside in them streets. With a sign. Yeah. With a sign and screaming. Wow. This stuff is over from back in the day. This was Jesse Jackson. This stuff is done. Y'all kind of copycat. Nah, this ain't gonna work today. See, this ain't working today. It's a whole new vibe today. They're not playing with y'all today. People got to go to work. People stressing. People making deliveries. You know what I mean? They're trying to make their money. We got a plan. These are old school tactics. It's not going to work. You're going to get hurt. People are a little bit more violent today. Patience is gone, like none. Compassion, man. People stressing. You talk about blocking the street. Man, that's the back front. Yeah, man.
A protester who was essentially tackled out front, showing how it is very difficult to get right there.
Why you put yourself in that situation? Why? I don't understand it. Somebody help me out. You think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a real good thing? This type of tactics are over.
Showing how it is very difficult to get right there.
We know what he's supposed to have did in the books, but we all see visuals of what has been happening over the years. Nobody goes by the books, not even the civilians. When they say peaceful protests, when they say on the sidewalk, not in the street, nobody goes by the books.
Nope, not going over there. Look at that move there. Maybe a little much.
He took the man's hat off. In the book, if they take your hat off, you ain't gotta, give her a 1-2, a salam chop. But in reality, in them streets, she took his hat
maybe a little
off
much.
and exposed his bald head. Oh no, you disrespected him to him because the ego's involved, emotions involved. So therefore, what happens? Your judgment is cloudy. So they ain't thinking about the book, is my point. So there are some things that you have to not do. People need to know what not to do. So I say the authorities have trainers, right? They have trainers to show them how to be a little more professional, right? And we make sure that we speak on their professionalism. They have to have a professionalism of doing things to make things not escalate. They supposed to de-escalate, correct? Right. But at the same time, as civilians, as people, we have been raised by mothers and fathers, families, what not to do. Speak kind. Be generous, be compassionate. Don't do this, don't say that, don't hit. So you also was trained on what not to do as far as common sense in them streets. Again, took this man hat off and you embarrassed him. I'm not saying it was right. It was wrong. I'm not condoning that. But what I'm saying is, were you right to be in them streets?
Maybe a little much, this happening in front of the summit is essentially sending the message, do not go where you're not supposed to go.
Kick it and all that.
So that is some new video just into our newsroom from outside the summit here.
Someone said to me, a woman cannot escalate nothing. What? We have seen it for decades, centuries. Yes, they can. It's even a saying that women brought down many kingdoms. Yeah, real talk.
A protester who was essentially tackled out front, showing how it is very difficult to get right there. Nope, not going over there. Look at that move there. Maybe a little much. And this happening in front of the summit is essentially sending the message, do not go where you're not.
Protest. What you should not do. Now, this is an elder woman. What the police don't supposed to do in the books. What ICE don't supposed to do this in the books. But this is what happens in reality in them streets. You can say all you want about what's supposed to happen and how the law is supposed to be, but we should be telling people this is the reality of what really happens. So don't take your ass out there.
Oh my God.
One thing you're not going to do is punk them when they're on a mission. It's not going to happen. Male, female, child, dog, your lizards, your snake, you're not going to win. Not on them streets.
That was really cool, guys. You guys are super cool for that. Wow. Big tough guys. Big tough man. Thank you. Big tough guys.
They don't care about the slander. They don't care about you speaking down on them, calling them names. They don't care about that. We have seen this over and over and over again.
She's getting her sign. She's getting her sign.
Now you walk up on them like you tough and you walking into their space. You don't think you're going to be shoved and pushed? There need to be rules and regulations listed for civilians constantly promoted to not do certain things. But because that's one thing that was taught many years ago around the Martin Luther Kings, the Jesse Jacksons. They were taught what not to do, and they still got dogs sicked on them, water hole sprayed, all that. Y'all better learn from them lessons, and you think you're going to physically put hands on these people? And now it looked like you're at their headquarters. You think they're going to allow you to disrespect them at their headquarters? Man. I don't know the situation, but I damn sure know she not winning out here. That's not going to happen. Whatever she want, she not going to win it like this. Look, sprayed the hell out of her, eyes burning. Because she out there in them streets thinking she can overthrow these men with artillery, all types of ammunition, all levels of de-escalation. You understand? The throwdown was a part of it. Oh, she don't want to stop. Here come the spray. Wham! Straight to the eyes. Burn them. Yeah. Burn them.
They already got me earlier. You have to. It's going to get worse.
You heard that? You have to go. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. They're not playing. They are not. They are trained for this. They are trained for the emotionalism. They are trained for emotional people. They are trained for people that gets emotional. They know the next moves they're going to do or try. They're trained for it. So they prepare themselves for the next level of de-escalation. You going by the book. They are too. The book that you have no knowledge of. You have no knowledge of what's their next step. You walk right into the chat. Look at them on the roof. You think that they're going to let you overthrow them at their headquarters? Even on them streets. Everybody have a position. Everybody have a detailed thing to do, a mission. Everybody watch each other's back. You're going out there unorganized, not a weapon, not a face mask, not even a cloth on your head, nothing. Gas mask, nothing. You going out there with only emotions. You can't win. Nobody's telling you that. But when people say this or say these things, they're looked at as a hater. Or, nah, you down with the ops. Oh, no, Preem, you down with them? No, I'm trying to help you, dummy, to not be on that damn ground. Hell no. Why would I see you going down the road to bang yourself in the head, bang yourself up against a brick wall and not warn you? You yell out the window, oh, what, you down with that wall? Word. Okay. That's how y'all sound.
We're not threatening anyone. We're not threatening anyone. We're not threatening anyone.
They're telling you to get away from their entrance where vans and trucks and cars are coming in and out of, and you're talking about we're not threatening you. All they're saying is get the hell out the way. Move. Don't do it right here. Why would you put yourself in a situation like that? Tell me. I have no clue. I'm going to keep saying it. We had a lot of people out here.
How is she supposed to move?
They are talking about what shouldn't be done in a perfect world, but we're not in the perfect world, man. We're not dealing with a whole bunch of sane people, even those with them weapons in them hands. They are not all that sane. Ego is involved. And when ego is involved, emotionalism is involved, once again, the brain, your judgment is cloudy. Okay? Don't put yourself in that situation. Why? That's right, Mom. That's right. Pick her up and say, let's go. You gotta go because it's gonna get worse. Now, next, they're gonna start arresting people. Even the reporter who had the camera in hand helping to push the guy with the blue on out the way because she realized they are not playing, man. Y'all want to do viral moments. They're not playing. Somebody got to tell you.
That's good.
Look, and she's still going at it. The black lady is trying to warn her. Look, I've been around when, with Jesse Jackson and all them, and Reverend Al Sharpton. I know how this go down. You got a little bit too physical. Ma'am, let's move. Come on, ma'am. Let's go. I'm telling you, I've seen this before. And I'm traumatized by it. You better go ahead and move on because the next step is going to be something totally different. They on you now. They're not playing no games because you are not listening. You are ignoring every level of de-escalation that they're giving out. You're not reading the goddamn room. You're not reading the street. You don't see what the hell is about to go down. But ma'am, I see it. Eyes recognize it. Come on, look at how she got about her arm. Bring even another lady behind her. I don't know if she down with ICE, but she has a mask on. And she pushing her. She said, he said, you don't want to move? Okay, come on, let's go back. Gave her a break. The other officers, the co-workers, nah, let her go, let her go. He about to yoke her up. Choke her out. This is not in the rule book. Emotions are not in the rule book. Ego is not in the rule book. Trauma is not in the book, in the rule book or the laws, the regulations. That's not in there. Okay? Yeah, man.
That's disgusting!
He said, what's wrong with you?
Let's go get her.
They're looking at you as a threat. And their thing is to get rid of the immediate threat right away. You have to know this. You got to know this. You can't think you can do these things and think you can, you know what I mean? It's impossible. Of course, I understand. In the perfect world, you can do a lot of different things. Perfect world. Now she's over there choking. Now they are about to arrest her. Ain't playing, man. They don't care y'all got to burn out her eyes. They don't care you wiped her eyes out and let her rest. They don't care nothing about that. And if you are trying to interfere with them locking her up, now you put yourself in a situation as well. See how that works? They don't care about her being a lady. They don't care about that sweater. They care nothing about that sweater. They care nothing about that ponytail going back in her head. They don't care nothing about that gray. They care nothing about that. All they care about is you a threat. You're trying to come at us in some kind of way. Nope, we about to take you in. Put your hands behind your back. My shoulder, they don't give a damn about your shoulder. My knee, they don't give two shits about your knee. These are some of the things you have to know you do not do as civilians. They can't wait to do stuff like this. They be itching to do stuff like this. You have to know this. You can curse all you want. That ain't helping.
Push it in? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know if they get out, those are bean bags in there or whatever, but they probably, after that, they got pellets on you. And if you come stronger with something else, now you know they come with the pium pium. Real pium pium.
What are you guys doing?
It's emotions. You asking all these questions. What they're doing, they are protecting their environment. They are, this is their headquarters. And people are coming up in their headquarters trying to take over. You're blocking the entrance of their headquarters. I don't understand. What's the question of what are you doing?
Woman, shoot her in her face and this choke her out?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, he was ready to do that. He's gonna choke her out. Literally, they don't care about how you feel.
Yeah, that's part of your.
The pattern is happening over and over again. Helicopter. Man on roof. I don't understand. It's a whole nother world to them. Their mission, their training is all about taking out a threat, no matter who you are. And y'all not going in with that mentality. Y'all thinking, no, we're just going to, make a lot of noise and show them we're going to help change the law around here. Not in them damn streets. Probably do it later on in meetings and in court, but not in that damn street. Physically, that ain't happening. Look, y'all think I'm bugging. Look. Yeah. Cars coming out and y'all trying to come up on cars. We're not playing with y'all. These are people that are entitled. They didn't get that conversation. They didn't get that talk. This is what you should not do.
You are, you're not moving. You're impeding. Back up. Back up. Back up from the vehicle. Back up from the vehicle.
I'm backing
Back up from the vehicle.
You're playing games.
I'm backing up. Shame on you.
See, now you're hitting the car. There you go.
Shame on you. I love you.
This is what you should not do. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying it because I think they need a lot of information out there, a lot of videos, a lot of rules and regulations for protests or coming at any type of authority. I think they need information to flood people's timelines and social media and Twitter. It need to be all over the place, especially for these young people, man. Especially for these young people. Especially for those who feel and think they are privileged. This information needs to be put out there to them of what not to do. Because a lot of people don't get it. They don't see it. And most don't even care. All they care about is, I'm going to sue you. And most times, the sue never comes. The suing never happens because in their law book, in their rules, you were wrong. Because you don't know the rule. You don't know the law books. You don't know what's going on with their rules and regulations and their boundaries. And you cross them all the time like a rat going after the cheese but can't see the trap. Yeah. You can't be loud and wrong thinking you're going to benefit and then become a victim. Not going to happen.
Shame on you. Put it up. What's your name? Are you so proud? You're proud. You're proud. You're proud.
Back up.
Show us your face.
Do not impede the vehicles. Get out of the way. Do not.
Now, if he showed his face, how is that a benefit to you? What can you do with that information, just having his face? What are you going to do? Follow him? That would be a bad thing. What you going to do? That's why they ignore you.
Impede the vehicles.
Show me your face.
See? All up in his face. You can't do it. Don't do it.
Show me your face.
Got all in his face.
Show us your faces.
Back up.
Show us your faces.
Back up.
Don't hurt her now.
Your faces. What's your name? Be proud. Be proud. You pushed. You fought. Be proud.
What not to do. Once again, I'm not saying that it's justified of someone getting murked, someone getting unalive, or even getting hurt. But if you see this pattern that have been happening for years, the physical, the choking out, the tasering, the gas and all that stuff, and being thrown down on the ground, and you've been seeing this all this time. Don't you think it's a wise thing to not do this? Yeah. Of course you're going to get people to say, oh, that's messed up what they did. Yeah, I say it. Oh, that's effed up, man. That's effed up. They wrong for that, man. My man should get some money for that. They should sue them. They should go to court for that. Oh, they got a lawsuit. I've said it. You know how many times I said that? You know how many times you said that? You might be 25. You know how many times this been going on and people have been going through the same thing and getting nothing? Just talking out of emotions. Those are shots. Those sound like a little, I don't know, paintballs or something. Well, gas mask. Well, that's what it is. It's gas, I mean. You will be ashamed to tell your children about this. No, they won't. These are your emotions. No, they not. They won't be ashamed to tell their children that they were protecting their house. They're protecting their building, or where they group at. They're not going to be ashamed of that. There'll be old men talking about, yeah, we had to make sure we protect our spot because people's coming up in there trying to take over. Look what we did. We made them bow down. We was locking them up. We sprayed them. We was shooting bean bags at them. Yeah. The kids going to be like, yeah, I want to be a soldier too. They are not going to be ashamed to tell their children about this situation. Those are your emotions. They don't care nothing about being shamed. Nobody's talking about this. Y'all let these people gas y'all up. Nobody gassing these people up, man. Sorry. Ain't no way in hell. He's sitting there. Look at this, man. He's sitting there looking at the snipers on the roof, like pulling his shirt up, like, shoot me. Word. Look at this, man. You see how emotional thinking, the things that make people do? Do you really want that, bro? Like, real talk. Do you really want that, or you're just emotional right now? Because in your mind, you won't do it on camera. You ain't going to do it on camera. Nah, you'll be ashamed to do this on camera. Shoot me. Go ahead. Yeah. Man. Woo. You know what y'all look like right now as I watch this gate, as I watch these people on the roof, protecting what they feel is theirs. It reminds me of the movie Dawn of the Dead. It reminds me of zombies outside of a building that got something going on mentally, and they're trying to come at the people on the inside, scratching and jumping over gates and trying to grab up them people, and them people that got them all types of rifles and stuff. Go check the movie out if you're too young to know what that movie is. Dawn of the Dead. Okay? Yeah, check that out. Old movie. This is how they're looking at you. This is how they're looking at you. When you watch the movie, you will understand.
Hey, you guys have good aim. Bro right there is horrible. How can you not hit me? I'm literally like this and you can't hit me. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay?
You don't want to be hit. Stop. Just stop. Just stop the cap, man. You don't want to be hit. Cut it out. Go ahead home, man, and get you a bowl of cereal.
God is watching you.
Oh boy! Now they bringing up the man with the.
Come to the sidewalk because they're gonna keep shooting him. I'm telling you, he watched.
Bringing out the priests. They're trying to shame them, and they have no shame in their heart. Now your eyes are moving.
Get hit the top of his head.
Instead of hitting him at the top of his head. I guess the stuff ran in his face. Look, videotaping. Just for a viral moment. Look, I got the pastor. He got hit. We was out there. Yeah, we was in that number. We was out there. He got burned in his eyes and everything. Look. Give me likes. Give me views. Give me money.
I'm not out here to believe these people like that.
No, you seem like a leader of this group. So.
I'm just here with everybody else, my man.
Don't let them
like everybody else.
I get you.
I know you're talking to me right now.
No, you're good.
Because I know you know that this doesn't have to be this way. I know you know this doesn't
Wow, he said straight up, you seem like you're a leader of these people right here, because he looked like a military man too. Wow, don't take your ass out there.
You don't have to be a journalist. You know that.
It's semantics.
Show us your face. You like this?
Thank you.
Show us your face. Hey, radar. Show us your face. I know who you are.
Yeah, it makes me laugh when you hear people say, take off your badge, put the gun down, let's get it in. Not realizing these guys train, man. Not realizing 20 seconds in a fight, you winded already. 20 seconds to a minute, you're in a fight, you're winning. You winded already. These guys, a lot of them train, bro. Cardio be up to the ceiling. Be careful what you ask for. I seen a young guy told a dude, a police officer, told a black police officer, take your badge off. You a punk without that badge, nigga. You a punk without that badge. The officer took the badge off, put the gun down, took the whole belt off. And when I say he whipped that young boy ass, that was funny as hell. I mean, he chopped him up so quick, it was crazy. Yeah.
If I could have had a debate launcher like that, I would feel pretty good about my man.
Now being submitted with the names of George Floyd, with the names of Breonna Taylor, with the names of Adam Toledo, Alvarez.
This is the more balanced. You need leadership when it comes to organizing a protest. Don't be fooled, man. Do not be fooled. Real talk.
A protester who was
Another protest. I don't know if it's ISIS, but it's a protest.
Get a whole lawsuit. What? Whole lawsuit. Yeah.
Emotionalism. What it causes? Not by the book. In the book, it don't go like this. But on them streets, the reality kicks in. When ego, emotions, and trauma, fear, anger kicks in. Yeah.
Hit and run! Hit and run! That's a hit and run! Hit and run! Hit and run! That's a hit and run! Hit and run! Hit and run! Yeah. Look, hey, watch out with that weapon! That weapon! Yo, watch out! What's wrong with you?
Because they think you are ready to jump on them.
You hit it! You hit her! Yo! What's wrong?
You hit her.
You hit her! You guys hit her! You guys hit her! What's wrong with y'all? Y'all hit her? Y'all bust a whole U-turn in the middle of the street! Y'all hit her! Y'all on camera! Leave her alone!
Yeesh.
ICE agents who remain unwelcomed in the great city of Chicago crashed their car into Diane Figueroa's vehicle, then violently pulled her out and detained her for
Was she trying to block?
hours.
Why? Why? Why?
I'm gonna break it.
Why?
Break it.
Why?
This is what you should not do.
Why?
Why are you driving like you're driving?
I'm driving because I'm following you guys. The community needs to know.
There it is. She told on herself. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. All right? These are some things that you should not do.
Follow people who drive like that. It is.
I'm using all my legal stuff.
You're not using legal stuff.
Yes, I am.
Driver's license, please.
You can. For what? You're not a police officer.
I am an officer.
You're not a police officer.
I am an officer.
Where?
I need to see your ID.
You're not a police officer.
You're following me around. I need to see your ID.
I have the right to follow and record.
You do not have a right to follow people around like that.
I have the right to follow and record. I'm not breaking no laws.
You are.
I'm not
ID,
breaking
please.
any laws.
ID, please.
What law did I break?
How were you driving? You're
I
driving
was
erratic. You're breaking
No,
the
I
law
was
right
not.
now by
I was
identifying
not.
yourself.
My name is Jesse.
ID, please.
My name is Jesse.
By law, you gotta give identification.
Yes, to a police officer.
We are officers of the law.
I want a police officer here.
Okay, fine. Police officer. Call 911. All right. Just so you guys are aware, we're stopped with one that kept following us around. It's gonna be.
Pretty interesting stuff here as the agents called the cops to get an ID from this activist.
Things you should not do.
In this video taken by WGN, a daycare worker was abducted by Donald Trump's secret police. Lawmakers locally did this.
Hey everyone, Congresswoman Delia Catalina Ramirez. I want to talk to you about what happened here in Chicago, just across from my district, at a daycare. A daycare that I know really well. Let's be clear. ICE broke into the daycare and took a daycare teacher while children were in that daycare. They didn't just take her. They went back in and went into other rooms asking teachers for papers while children were inside. This is what's happening right now.
It is wrong. It is definitely wrong. But the reality is, on these streets,
via that force of terror called Homeland Security under Kristi Noem. You're watching terrorize families, children. I went into the daycare this morning as part of rapid response, and I see teachers, I see parents crying. They're wondering, how could it be possible that the place that's supposed to keep my children safe for 8 hours while I go to work has been broken into by these masked agents with guns running through the daycare? So I want to ask, for those of you that are saying, well, you know, this person is undocumented, or, you know, they were just doing their job. There is no justifying. There is no way that you can say that what happened was okay. Children were in that building. Teachers who care for our children were terrorized. I saw a little boy, a 3-year-old boy, who was waiting for his mom to pick him up while the teachers were there in fear. His heart was beating so fast. I thought his heart would come out of his chest from how scared he was.
that's so unfortunate, man. That is so unfortunate, and it is wrong. And I'm very sympathetic to these situations. But what I'm trying to explain to each and every last one of you, they don't care, man. They don't care about your feelings. So make sure you don't put yourself in situations where you're doing the wrong thing, especially in protesting. Nobody care about your feelings. Unfortunately, they don't care. I'm telling you, they don't care. Much love and respect. You guys soon. See you next time. That peace and blessings. Whoa. Mm. They don't care.